Hey guys, welcome to High Teaching Academy, day 4 of Project 365, teaching you guys cloud technology. So in the last class, I've shown you guys how to go ahead, how to create a Windows server on the AWS platform and how to connect to a Windows server using a RDP client. In today's class, we're going to see how can we create a Linux server on the AWS cloud and how can we connect to a Linux server uh, that is located on the AWS cloud. Yeah. So let's go ahead. Let's get started. So here, once you have logged in into the AWS console again, the service that we are using is called as EC2. EC2 stands for Elastic Cloud Compute, where we can see the virtual servers in the cloud are getting created. So here, if I go to services, you can also access the same from compute, go to compute, and here you have EC2. Click on EC2. Okay. So currently, guys, you see there is one instance running. So I'll just open this, and this is my last. This is the instance for another class that I'm teaching. So I'll just stop it because I'm going to show you how to create an instance from the scratch. All right. So once you are on the EC2 dashboard, towards the left, you see the same option. I'm going to click on Launch Instance. Once I am on the launch instance page, I'm going to give a name to my instance. So I'm going to say this is Linux test server. Okay, scroll down. Now you see, guys, we have different distributions that are available. So this is the beauty of AWS. You don't have to go ahead. You don't have to download the operating system on the local machine. You can directly start selecting the kind of operating system that you want. So we have Amazon Linux, we have Ubuntu, we have Red Hat, we have SUSE, we have Debian. We have different types of operating systems that are available here. So I'm going with Amazon Linux. Okay, yeah. Now I'm going with Amazon Linux here. And in Amazon Linux, again, select the version Linux 2, guys, because Linux 2 is much more compatible. So select the version Linux 2. And once you scroll down, here we have the instance type, and the instance type, the type that we need is T2 micro. So I'm going to select T2 micro, and we have free tier eligible here. Key pair. So yesterday you have already created a key pair, right? In the last class, I've shown you how to create a key pair. You guys can just give a name here. Simple. Any normal name is fine. And what is the name of the key pair? What is the type? Kindly select the type RSA, and the format should be PEM. Okay. Once you create a key pair, it is going to be downloaded on the local machine. Now I already have a key pair that is downloaded. So I'll just select one of the key pair from the machine. So I'm going to select this Docker key pair. And coming to the settings, I'm going to leave the network to default. All right. And coming to firewall. So here, guys, we have two options here. You guys can create a new security group. And now I'll show you how to create a security group. So again, for Windows, we use the security group called as RDP. But for Linux, I'm going to use a security group called as SSH. Yeah. So you guys can edit the settings here. You guys can give a name. So you can say something like SSH, allow SSH access. And once you do this, you guys can scroll down and you guys can see the port range here. So SSH runs on port number 22. Got it? And once you save this, like once you launch an instance, your security group would be saved, guys. So I already have some saved security groups. I'll simply select from them. Yeah. If you don't have a saved security group, you guys can go ahead. You guys can launch a new one. Okay. I'll select the SSH. Storage, default 8 GB. Advanced details, nothing. And number of servers that you want, one. What is the operating system? What is the server type? And what is the firewall? And finally, I'll say launch instance. So once I click on launch instance, AWS is going to collect all of the details that we have provided, and it is going to create a customized server for us. So this is the instance ID. Upon clicking the instance ID, it is going to take us to a different tab where I can see it talks about the Linux test server that we created. The status is pending here. The status is pending. So we'll just wait for the instance to come under running status. Now I'll select the server. The status is running. Now, Linux, again, the connection methodology is different, guys. So in Linux, to connect to a Linux server here, we have two options. I'm going to show you those two options. First, if you click on connect, you see there is first option called as instance connect, and then you have something called as session manager, SSH client, serial console. We are going to see all of them in the future. But today I'm going to show you what is instance connect, how to connect with the something called as instance connect. So instance connect is also called as direct connect, guys. You see direct connect. So you see at the bottom, there is an option here that says connect, right? So if you simply click on connect, if you just click on connect, it is going to open a new tab in the browser. There you go. We can see it is trying to establish a connection. And here we have. So we have our brand new Linux server, guys. Now, this is no different from the virtual machine that we have created on the local server. This is absolutely the same. So this is our server, and we are connected to the server here. If I say uname, you see, I can see the name. It says it is Linux. And now, this is one option. This option is called as direct connect. Okay. I'm connecting directly from the console. I'm connecting directly from the browser. But the problem is, if I close the browser, the session would get closed. So you guys can use direct connect, or the other alternative option is, you see, you have something called as SSH client. Go to SSH client, copy the address here, copy the address that is located here. You see the SSH address, copy this, open your local terminal. Now you can have any terminal, guys. It can be PowerShell, it can be Git Bash, it can be command prompt, or if you're using a Mac machine, it could have been iTerm. Yeah. So just open the PowerShell. And once you are in the shell, go to downloads. So I'll say CD. CD stands for change directory. Go to downloads. In the downloads, first I'll see my PEM file, guys. Is my PEM file available? Yes, my PEM file is available. This is the name of the PEM file, right, that I selected. Now I'm just going to copy paste this SSH address. Just copy the address, paste it here. That's it. Enter. Now you see, guys, it is going to ask you, hey, are you sure you want to continue to connect? I'll say yes. And you see, guys, we went ahead, we connected to our Linux server. It is as simple as that. Now you see, this is our Linux server. From where did we connect? We have connected this from our local server, from our local machine, from my local Mac machine. I went ahead, I connected to a Linux machine that is running on the cloud, and with the term called as SSH. SSH is our port. SSH runs on port number 22. So in the last class, we have seen how to create a Windows server, how to connect to a Windows server. In today's class, we have seen how to create a Linux server, how to connect to a Linux server through SSH. So starting tomorrow, we are going to start seeing the commands of Linux. So how to start controlling the Linux through commands, and what is the interface, like what is graphical user interface, what is command line interface. So we will start by working on interfaces, and from there, we will take it forward. Yeah. So stay connected, guys. And now, if you like this, if you like the video, and if you are following the content, so kindly like, share, and subscribe. And as I said, I will be posting every video every day. I will be posting a new video every day for the next 365 days. So first, I'm starting with Linux. I'll take it up to Red Hat certification level, followed by AWS solutions architect level, followed by SysOps level. From there, we are going to keep going forward. Yeah. So thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. See you guys tomorrow, same time. And before that, once you're done with the lab, so make sure to stop or to delete your instances, okay? So just delete your instances so that we have a clean environment. Yeah. All right. So thank you, guys. That's it for today. See you guys tomorrow with a new concept.